Yeah, it's really nice out there to start this morning. We've got some sunshine. It's 62 degrees on some light winds. Those temperatures a little bit warmer than we were this time yesterday by about 5 to 10 degrees. Starting out at 65 degrees in Ava, 63 in Monette, and a pair of sixes up in Camdenton. Now, while it's warmer, it's not necessarily more humid. We still have these dew points in the middle and upper 50s. So dew points in the 50s still put us at the bottom of the Monkey Meter where it's comfortable and pleasant this morning. So really pretty start. At the pool today, those temperatures will be a little bit warmer. We're looking at highs in the upper 80s, 87 degrees, warmer with sunshine. As you fire up the grill, we'll keep things sunny and warm. This evening, we'll keep clear skies and still pretty nice. We'll keep things warm as well. Just a really pretty evening. So some middle and upper 80s out there today. We drop into the 60s overnight tonight. Tomorrow, maybe a shower or two, but most of us stay dry, and we're looking at highs in the middle 80s again. So really beautiful weekend. Again, maybe a spotty shower either day with temperatures in the middle 80s. Overall, we're going to be dry, sunny, and warm out there. We'll start to trend hot by early next week with those highs getting into the lower 90s, which would be about 10 degrees above average. The 7 days still looks dry with that small warming trend as we head into next week with little to no rain chances. Joe, Jen?
And Lisa, thank you. A local organization, Help Give Hope, helps families with things like utility bills and rent assistance. Caller 10's Nigel McDonald is live at the nonprofit's warehouse this morning to tell us how you can help support its mission. And Nigel, good morning.
Yeah, Jen, good morning. It is an exciting time for Help Give Hope. It is their annual charity garage sale. Now, this is an opportunity for the community to come out and support their cause. Now, I'm joined with Executive Director Mary Bairstow. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you.
Yeah. So talk to us about today's event. How can the community actually come out and support?
The best way people can come out and support us is to come to the garage sale and buy. We have things from furniture, we have appliances, we have household items, we have pizza warmers. Anything that you possibly could think of, we have. And all of the money that we raise here goes right back to the community to help families in need.
And so just kind of remind people of some of the things that you all do to help children and their families.
We help families in moments of crisis, whether they might, need gas for their car, maybe they need rental assistance, maybe they left a domestic violence situation with nothing but the clothes on their back, so they need clothes for their children, they need beds to sleep in, they need a kitchen table to have a meal as a family around. So we look at each family's situation individually and see what the best way we can help them to become a little more stable and begin to thrive as a family.
And so what time will the garage sale begin today and tomorrow?
We start at 8 o'clock this morning and we'll go to 4 this afternoon, and tomorrow the hours are the same, 8 to 4, and tomorrow's half price sale. So everything is priced to sell, and tomorrow it'll go half price.
All right, well, thank you. As Mary mentioned, the entire community is invited to come out and help give hope beginning this morning at 8 a.m. Reporting live in Springfield, Nigel McDonald, Ozarks First.
All right, thank you, Nigel. Last Saturday, Carolyn Mosss went for a jog at McDaniel Park, and you may recall this story now, eventually got back to see her car was vandalized with feces. Yesterday, police identified an alleged suspect for that, as they believe John Ruth is responsible for it. He's the same person who earlier this week hit a Springfield police officer with his SUV. Now, he allegedly told police he thought Moss's car belonged to someone else he was angry with, but Mosss doesn't believe that. Another witness that saw Mosss at her car helped her out in making that police report.
So I don't think he didn't know. He knew exactly who the person, the owner of the vehicle was. He saw me on Friday and then did that on Saturday. Saturday that happened, when we came back from the run, he was not there. But he was there Sunday. When he saw me, he drove off. You know, he was suspicious, so I told all that to the police.
It's just unfortunate that how we have managed to identify and ultimately charge the person is because of what he did to Officer Prevey.
Now, Ruth is currently facing first-degree assault charges for hitting Officer Prevey with his car just a few days ago.
Continuing to put crime into focus, the last of 4 people involved in a 2018 gas station robbery in Bolivar will be sentenced today. Brandon Searle pleaded guilty last September to robbery and forgery charges. The 3 additional suspects have previously pleaded guilty to their charges and been sentenced.
We got some news from around America right now. A manhunt is over in California after 2 officers were wounded and a suspect killed Thursday in the second active shooter situation in Paso Robles, California, just 2 days ago. Or second incident in 2 days, rather. Authorities confirmed the suspect was Mason James Lira, the same man wanted for Wednesday's homicide and deputy shooting. They also say the injuries to police are believed to not be life-threatening.
Today, the nation remembers one of the deadliest mass shootings in U.S. history. June 12th is the 4th anniversary of the Pulse nightclub shooting in Orlando, Florida. On that day in 2016, Omar Mateen opened fire inside of the LGBT nightclub. 49 people were killed and more than 50 others were injured. In honor of the shooting victims, all flags will fly at half-staff in Florida today. The Orlando community also plans to hold a virtual tribute and a remembrance ceremony.
Louisville, Kentucky has passed a measure that bans the use of no-knock warrants. It's called Brianas Law after Breonna Taylor, who was shot and killed in her apartment last month by officers who were serving one of those warrants. The ordinance also requires law enforcement to wait a minimum of 15 seconds after knocking and announcing their presence when serving that warrant. Officers must wear body cameras, turning them on 5 minutes before and off at least 5 minutes after its execution. Louisville's mayor says he plans to sign that measure today.
News from around the world. The island nation of Cuba is planning to reopen, but the government says it will do so in phases. Reopening will be limited at first to the beach resorts at the Keys of the Caribbean's largest island. The plan calls for occupation limits at the resorts and for guests to be monitored. Excursions would be restricted to the Keys. Visitors would not be able to visit Havana, the centers of Cuba's outbreak at first. No time frame for the reopening was given.
Honor Flight of the Ozarks recently announced that it is canceling all flights for the year. Now the organization is looking to the future and has confirmed flights for next year. 3 in total will happen. The first will be May 11th of 2021. The second will happen on August 21st, and the third will be October 26th. Now these round-trip flights to D.C. are provided free of charge for any local U.S. Armed Forces veteran who served during World War II, the Korean War conflict, or during the Vietnam era.
We have a quick traffic alert for you. The northbound Boonville Avenue lanes are closed for a portion of the day between Chestnut Expressway and Central Street. This is right in front of the Springfield Bush Municipal Building. Crews will be working on street repairs. The lanes are expected to be back open by 3 p.m. this afternoon. Now here's a look at what's coming up after daybreak.
Coming up, what's causing the alarming surge of coronavirus cases in the U.S.? Dr. David Agus joins us. Plus, we talk with L.A. Clippers chairman Steve Ballmer about the role of white CEOs in fighting racism. Coming up on CBS This Morning.
Talking about what's trending now this morning for you, what you might be waking up to as far as news this morning is the location where Donald Trump is going to accept the nomination for re-election has changed, right?
That's right. So originally it was supposed to be in Charlotte, North Carolina, but because of the coronavirus and all of the restrictions there, it is now going to be in Jacksonville, Florida. They will be hosting the Republican National Convention. So you will be seeing that today. That's what's been decided. A few changes in Charlotte, and they just didn't know that they would be able to have so many people there together.
Host it because of the coronavirus, right. That'll happen in late August. All right. We also need to let you know Dave Chappelle was trending this morning, too. He came out with a new half-hour comedy special just yesterday talking about George Floyd, and he hosted a talk with punchlines. It's apparently one of the first concerts to happen since COVID-19. There was socially distanced, seating in pairs, everyone wearing masks. So good weekend on tap, right?
Beautiful out there today, tomorrow, Sunday. Small shower chances, but most of us stay dry. Get out, enjoy, drink water, use sunscreen.
Beautiful weekend. Thanks for joining us on Daybreak. We'll see you next week.